What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video, and today we have 2023 911 Turbo S, and I think this is one of the best cars ever made. It's honestly really pretty perfect. I mean, it's a 911, so it handles well. It's all-wheel drive. Has a turbo flat six. It accelerates like crazy. 640 horsepower. I'm not trying to make it a glaze sesh, but this car is pretty peak in my opinion. So yeah, I know I'm pretty late in this car. I don't know when it came out, but right now I'm trying to catch up on all my cars that I missed because, I was gone for 4 months before. Now I'm back. So I'm just doing cars that I like. Anyway, so we have two tunes for y'all. We have the stock motor tune, and then we have the motor that came out of the 918 Spider, fully maxed out. So that being said, let me show you the tune for this, and let's get rocking and rolling. Tire pressure front and rear 15, gearing front on drive 2.20, first gear 3.91, second gear 2.74, third gear 2.06, fourth gear 1.61, fifth gear 1.29, sixth gear 1.08, seventh gear 0.92, eighth gear 0.83. Alignment camera front and rear 0, toe front and rear 0, angle caster 7, and roll bars front and rear alloy stiff. Springs front and rear alloy soft, ride height all the way up, dampening rebound stiffness front 2.3. So this car has a ton of grip. It has massive tires front and rear, so it's going to do wheelies. It was doing wheelies on the bumper. So I usually have it at 1. So I put up to 2.3, so it does a nice wheelie, but not enough to do a freaking bumper stand. Bump stiffness, front 9.9, rear 1. Nothing to arrow. Braking I just have at 70%. Differential, front acceleration 100, deceleration 0. Rear acceleration 100, deceleration 0. Put my center balance at 80% because, it's doing the wheelie most of the time, so I want to put the most of the power to rear, and putting it to the front will help, but when you limit the wheelie, it's pretty slow, so I just embrace the wheelie and have that little 20% to the front, so when it comes down, it still has some grip in the front to help it spinning when it comes back down. Okay, so I was able to get 962 horsepower, 829 foot-pounds of torque, and I got it down to 2,700 pounds. Definitely really good for a flat six. The shared tune code is 113230145. I have the shared tune code in the description. Okay, now I'm gonna show you what I mean by all the wheels and stuff. Do advanced lock control, get up as high as you can, guess around about 4,100 RPM, and let it rip. See, there's a little bit of wheelie, comes down, boom, perfect. $172. That's honestly pretty fast. That's like a 7-second pass in real life. But yeah, like I said, really fast, really smooth. This car was not hard to tune at all. Once you got over the wheelies, pretty much a breeze to tune. Now I'm gonna show you the half mile. Okay, so same thing, high as you can, around about 4,100 RPM, and let it rip. $194. That's not bad. Almost hitting 200 stock motor. 200s and a half mile. That, you have a pretty decent fast car. I mean, it's only 6 mile an hour short. Like I said, if you're a purist on a stock motor, it's probably the fastest you're gonna get. So now let's quit playing as an upgrade to the big boy power. Okay, now at the massive power, we have the 918 motor fully maxed out. So I'm gonna show you the tune, then I'm gonna show you the stats, then I'm gonna show you what all this put together does. Tire pressure front and rear 15, gearing final drive 2.20, first gear 3.12, second gear 2.31, third gear 1.82, fourth gear 1.48, fifth gear 1.24, sixth gear 1.05, seventh gear 0.76, eighth gear 0.61. Alignment camera front and rear 0, toe front and rear 0, angle caster 7, and roll bars front and rear all the way stiff, springs front and rear all the way soft, ride height all the way up, dampening front 2.3. So I did the exact same suspension setup for this car, even though it's such a big power discrepancy as you about to see. It still did exactly the wheelie that it did before, but just a little bit bigger. So I really didn't have to touch anything to have a really fast result. Pump stiffness front 9.9, rear 1. Braking I just have at 70%. Differential front acceleration 100, deceleration 0, rear acceleration 100, deceleration 0. So my center balance I have at 70%. I did have it at 80%, but I kind of act that with the gearing, with the wheeling, with the gearing, and with the slightly less aggressive center balance. Okay, so I was able to make 1,441 horsepower and 1,347 foot-pounds of torque. I got to weigh 2,800 pounds. And of course, it's FORZA logic, so they brought over the hybrid motor, and which is gave it more weight and the massive foot-pounds of torque. The share tune code is 906-242-348. I have the share tune code in the description. Okay, same thing. Get it all up high as you can, around about 5,000 RPM, and let it rip. See, big wheelie, bring it down, smooth. 194. So we just did what the stock motor did in a half mile and a quarter mile. So if you don't think this car is serious just from that, then I don't know what to tell you. So now we're gonna see how much faster it is in a half mile. Okay, same thing in a half mile, about 5,000 RPM, and let it rip. 223 miles an hour. So yeah, definitely way faster. And with all this power, it was super easy to tune. Like I said, this car has massive front rear tires for a lot of grip. So yeah, so if you want the 911 Turbo as max potential, here it is. If you want any other cars you want me to tune, put them in the comments down below and I will get to them. And thank y'all. Y'all been killing it on the channel recently. My how to tune video got 100K. So that's freaking insane. I think it's the most viewed how to tune video so far. And if you want to learn how to tune, I'll put a link to my video up above. It helped thousands of people. And I really tell you everything you need to know about all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive tuning. I give you all the secrets that a lot of people gatekeep, but I don't. And if you're interested, I made a video on the fastest drag cars from every single country in Forza Horizon 5. Actually turned out really good. It's at 1,000 views already. So that's freaking insane. And it was a pretty fun video to make. It was a process of getting all the cars figured out, but it was pretty fun. Anyways, thank you for all watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.